Welcome to DEMOCREPUBLIX. We cover the real news that matter to we the people. Hundreds of pro-Hong Kong protesters flood NBA game amid China controversy. Hundreds of activists attend an NBA game between the Toronto Raptors and Brooklyn Nets wearing pro-Hong Kong shirts. Film producer Andrew Duncan purchased 300 tickets to the Friday night game at New York City's Barclays Center. Duncan provided the tickets to hundreds of activists willing to attend the game while wearing shirts that read, "Stand with Hong Kong." The protesters also wore black masks that resemble the masks that activists in Hong Kong wear during protests to protect themselves from tear gas used by police. Hong Kong politician and activist Nathan Law also attended the game. Law is a prominent pro-democracy advocate who was arrested and imprisoned for 2 months in 2017 by Chinese law enforcement for unlawful assembly. He was released on bail, but you don't hear LeBron James talk about that. Producer and activist Andrew Duncan bought 300 tickets at tonight's Raptors versus Nets game and is hosting hundreds of Chinese pro-democracy activists to protest the NBA. That was tweeted by Yasser Ali. A couple of the protesters were seen in Winnie the Pooh outfits as well. Chinese censors have blocked the name and the likeness of Winnie the Pooh on social media to prevent Chinese bloggers from comparing President Xi Jinping to the plump cartoon bear. The NBA has struggled to handle the backlash from Americans and Hong Kong allies after the league botched its handling of a pro-Hong Kong tweet by Houston Rockets general manager Daryl Morey that offended China's communist government. Morey's tweet caused backlash against the NBA in China, and the NBA responded by distancing itself from Morey's pro-democracy tweet. Quote, "While Daryl has made it clear that his tweet does not represent the Rockets or the NBA, the values of the league support individuals educating themselves and sharing their views on matters important to them," NBA Chief Communications Officer Mike Bass said in a statement. And you might also remember that when LeBron James came out with his comment about the whole thing, you know how he talked about how Morey need to be educated. So they used the same word. He used the same word that the NBA Chief Communications Officer used, education. He need to educate himself. No, LeBron, you need to educate yourself because you supposedly call yourself speaking out against oppression and things like that. But then you're not speaking out against Chinese oppressing people. I guess because the Chinese government is help making your shoes super cheap so you can make that $1 billion by Nike. Could that have anything to do with your comments, condemning Morey's comments? You can't have it both ways. Either you speaking up against the oppressed or you trying to line your pockets. Which one is it, LeBron? But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, and check out DEMOCREPUBLIX.com for the latest in news. Until next time.
We living on a real nightmare. We living on a real nightmare.